Hi guys. So in my last read called Hillary 45, I was exploring Hillary eventually becoming recognized as being the rightful 45th president. And I felt like I got a strong yes on that. And I also felt like Michael Cohen was in that read, in the hopes and fears position. And so I wanted to read on him next. And, he has a book coming out also in about a week or so. And so in general, I've wanted to read on, how is this book going to be? You know what? Let's just make it a general Michael Cohen read. I want to know everything that's going on with him in his life right now, and particularly concerning the dirt on Donald Trump that we want out, the truth on Donald Trump that we want out. So, Michael Cohen. So, Spirit, help us to see Michael Cohen, Michael Cohen, Michael Cohen. Okay, pretty cool read here, I think. So I went ahead and started with the Knight of Swords, and being Michael Cohen, covered by the Lovers card. This would being his own personal relationship with Donald Trump. I mean, basically like a partnership, like a very, very close relationship. And that is exactly what his book is about. This Page of Swords up here being, and this is on the surface of his life right now. He is the author of this book. And so this is all, I think, just referencing what we're talking about. Also, this Lovers card, there were a lot of cards that came out in this reading that were in my last read, Hillary 45, which is really interesting to me. Because also I sort of felt like he was in that read. So there's a lot that ties in with that, I believe. And this, in that read, to me, spoke of Trump-Putin, Trump-Russia. So I wonder if there's some reference of that as well, which would make sense. Maybe more of that will come out in his book. I have here at the base this Queen of Rods. I feel that this is Nancy, and I don't know why he's secretly talking with Nancy, and the rods as really like a sort of judgment. So maybe she's really trying to work with him to get to the truth, of the 2016 election. She feels very certain that that Trump does not belong in that position at all as president, that he did not rightfully earn that. So she's working with him somehow. Did she work? I wonder if maybe she at least knows what's in the book and is preparing sort of as this book is released. There will be things in that book that she can then call for different investigations. Maybe it's something like that. Like sort of worked with him in that way so that she could be prepared to start up new investigations. So that's interesting. She has a plan somehow in relation to this book. So that's interesting. So the Devil card in the past. I love this. Of course, we know who that is. And it's this Devil card also being chained to the devil. I mean, that's a lot of what this card means. And that's in the past. He's no longer chained to that devil anymore. And we'll see a lot of that in the book. Ace of Swords upside down. This was in my Hillary 45 read. And I saw this as the hacking of the election. I actually saw this as the even electronic kind of hacking, changing votes in certain areas. I don't know if that's exactly what it means here. I think here, in general, I think this is saying that this book is, first of all, going to be very big. I mean, an ace is very big. This upright would just simply mean a ton of new information. It's still, I think, upside down, it still means a ton of new information, but it's the corruption. I mean, upside down, it's the underhanded, underside of, more of the underhanded life and corruption of Donald Trump. So that's a really strong card. So it's going to be a strong book. Knight of Pentacles, upside down. I think there's going to be a lot in there of how he once upon a time was this knight for Donald Trump. And upside down, of course, because he was doing corrupt things with money. I think there'll be a lot in the book about ways of tricking with loans and taxes, ways of moving around money to sort of get away with things. So that's going to be a big part. And sort of fessing up about, yeah, he was chained to the devil and he did a lot of this and that's how he knows. Page of Rods is him coming clean. I also saw this as I think he'll be letting out little bits and pieces on talk shows or, throughout the week. But I also now, especially because this is sort of upside down Knight of Pentacles compared to this Page of Rods, it's like he's sort of new at being, at coming clean. It's kind of a nice feeling and a nice card. I think he feels proud of himself. And he should, in my opinion, for coming clean and helping this country. Five of Cups. This card makes me laugh for some reason. Well, because I feel like that's Trump, that yellow hair, and all of this loss that's coming. Five of Cups being lost. This is, you see it as like how much is about to be spilled on him. I feel that Michael Cohen, and this is in the hopes and fears, he's like so nervous for all of this to come out. It's sort of that feeling of like, I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. I cannot believe I'm doing this. Not only was this his like boss and, it's to such an extent of closeness for all those years. Imagine turning against any boss you've ever had. But also he's the president of the United States and he is just spilling all this dirt. And he put his, that you can't help but look at that as some blood, but I see it as like blood, sweat, and tears maybe, that he's just laying out there for all. And he's nervous. He's also excited. The hope, that's just like a sort of release. He's just like letting it all out and he is feeling the weight of the world sort of lifted in that. I think, he might be a little nervous about how this could backfire on him. He has always, at least in his psyche, believed these people to be very powerful. He was one of them. So he knows how they can ruin your life. So he might be a little afraid, how is this going to affect his life? But yeah, he's really thinking a lot about Trump, seeing all of this just laid out, and he's enjoying that. And then look at this. Final outcome, justice. So I really think that whatever is coming out here, and then maybe that ties in to Nancy here. Okay. That it will, this is more of like a bit of a long term, that it will lead to the justice. And I will show you what cards I got along with justice. First, I'm going to do this little side story over here. This was at the base at the time that I pulled that over. Now here, these three cards were all in my Hillary 45. I swear I was shuffling the whole time. Maybe I should have shuffled more, but maybe they're meant to be here, which is really interesting. Okay, yeah, so this being Trump leaving. One way or another, whether or not he leaves before the election because of scandal or something, or if it helps him get voted out. So the story being Trump leaving, his anxiety, coming back to innocence, and the correct judgment being made on what we have here is the cheating, this was also in my Hillary 45 read, looking to Russia for help on scoring the presidency, the White House. This being Trump just sitting back. He didn't even do the cheating. He let Russia do it. It's disgusting. In like the secret world of the internet, the secret hacking, the secret dark world that we can't see, and judgment. Judgment is coming. The clarifier cards on this justice card, upside down strength, upside down 7 of rods, and 5 of swords. This is specifically the justice coming down on Trump stealing the election. This upside down strength card was in my Hillary 45 representing the fake win, the fake strength. So this, we have to remember, is a Michael Cohen read. His book, and maybe other testimony that he's doing that we don't even know about, will lead to justice, exposing the fake strength, exposing the fake win. This 7 of rods, this normally would be like standing one's ground. Basically, this would be like, I won the election. No, you didn't. You didn't stand your ground. That was fake. You didn't get the territory that you think you that you're pretending you did. You didn't have the strength that you're pretending you did. And then if that wasn't enough, Five of Swords is literally just stealing. So there we are, the Justice on the stealing of the election. I will say also, I believe this Strength card is more than just about, this is also about him not being as rich as he says. And also there are things of a sexual nature that will be revealed about him that show also just kind of weak behavior with women. Just bad. There might be some of that also in the book. Maybe he didn't even know how to get his own women or something. He had to always pay for them. You know, something more on that. And also, of course, financially he wasn't as strong, you know, but we kind of know that, but it'll be nice to see it out in a book. And then another little story on that at the base, the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance card. Both of these were in my Hillary 45 read, and I feel them to be the same. It's like, it's just reiterating to us. Things are going to change. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. His fortune is turning. And the Temperance being, the fairness is coming. The angel of Temperance is looking over everything and will bring things to fairness. Which I also think, I saw this for Hillary, the Wheel of Fortune turning. I think she will get her due. Things coming down, this Eight of Rods, sort of indictments or lawsuits coming down on Trump. There's that investigator that I think that Michael Cohen is working with. You know, what they did to Hillary to keep her from winning. These cards, these three cards were in the Hillary 45 read. It's really weird. The counting of, the watching of the votes, and us just knowing that something was wrong, and also their own secrecy. And Four of Cups upside down. Now this would be accepting, this was upright in the Hillary 45 read as not us and Hillary, not wanting to accept the results, but having to, no choice, right? Now it's upside down. We don't have to accept that result anymore. That's my read on this. And whether or not, you know, with the side stories or not, it's still such an interesting read here for Michael Cohen. It's going to be big. There's going to be a lot of underhanded stuff that we see, and ultimately leading to justice and exposing the fake strength, the fake power. This is another kind of power, holding one's ground, all this territory. No, it's not. And you stole the election. And again, I think we get to this long-term outcome of justice because of Nancy, or whoever that Queen of Wands is, beneath the surface, waiting for this book to come out to start investigations or legal testimony that will get us there. So that's what I get for that. So I'm very excited, a little bit proud of Michael Cohen, excited for everything to get spilled in this book. And we'll see what happens. Let me know if anything struck you here, or if you're getting anything on your end in your readings or whatnot. And thanks for listening to my read with me. Happy to have you. Please like and subscribe if you would. And otherwise, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.